Hey Gemini, this is your monthly love reading for March 2026. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Gemini, Venus. If you have some dominant Gemini placements in your natal chart, this could be for you. Remember, take what resonates and throw out what doesn't. Don't force anything to make it fit, because it won't resonate with every single Gemini on the planet. And I'm using the Rider-Waite deck along with some other oracle cards and maybe some Modern Witch tarot. See if we can get an accurate picture for the month of March for Gemini. You're starting off Judgment, Strength. So Gemini, some of you a bit poorly, or you're recovering from something. I feel as if you've got a lot of support. Some of you, Gemini, you're dealing with a fire sign, Leo or Sagittarius. I feel as if you're under scrutiny, or you're scrutinizing, can be reversed, you're scrutinizing your partner, looking to see how, you know, if you're going through something, how much they can toe the line. Some of you, your partner's got to toe the line for you in March, do a bit more for you than they normally would. Maybe also for some of you, they've got to go as far as cooking you meals, because you can't be readily available to do that, and you're going to have to be extremely patient, because that could be something you do, or vice versa. I feel like you're going to switch there'll be some role switching for you in March, Gemini, and choices to be made. Yeah, there's choices around your home life, Gemini, that you have to make this March. Now I feel like your partner is going to be, for many of you, your partner, Gemini, is a fire sign, and I feel like you're also going to be teaching them some new things. Be careful that you're speaking your truth in March. Don't be secretive. If you think your partner's being secretive, if you're partnered, then ask directly. There'll be something that's going to destabilize you in March. It may be linked to some of you maybe having an operation, or going to hospital for a minute or two, or just having a health issue where your partner's going to have to step up for you in March. If it's not a health issue, not all of you, your partner is going to step up for you in March. They're going to be looking after you. I feel as if you're going to need some more attention, being looked after a bit more in March. If you're not partnered, I feel as if somebody could come in for you in March. Somebody quite traditional, somebody quite sort of set in their ways, and somebody possibly older than you, who's a stickler for tradition, which may be a cause of a little bit of friction. can put you in a position of not being entirely sure. Now, if your partner, Gemini, I feel as if your current relationship in March is going to be more traditional, in the sense that you're going to have specific roles that might change, but you're going to have very specific roles in your relationship. You know, in the traditional sense, one of you will be more on the money, another one of you is going to be more, you know, is dealing with, say, the traditions of running, you know, a household, or, you know, cooking, or, you know, domestic stuff. And you're going to have to be very clear about who's doing what. I feel like for some of you, you're going to go as far as writing up a timetable. Some of you are still healing from something. You might get some sad news, and this is going to, well, it will kind of strengthen your bond because you'll deal with it together. For some of you, not all of you, there's, you know, there might be even a third party situation going on, where, now it doesn't mean to say the person, you know, your significant other is cheating on you or vice versa. It doesn't necessarily mean that. It could mean that one of you is quite taken up with other things, like focusing, you know, heavily on, for example, work or learning something new, even going back to study. So that feels like you have less time with them because, you know, that's a third issue. I feel like, Gemini, you're also wanting to add another string to your bow. Some of you, I feel, will be going back to do a course of study, going back to college, or doing something like a course of study. Some of you also be talking about marriage, or making, you know, some traditional solidifying your relationship. And for some of you, you want to do this, and your partner is not as showing as much keenness as you, or vice versa. But I feel like at the end of the day, you're going to be celebrating something by the end of the month, and it might be just as simple or as complex as getting through a difficult, you know, some particular challenges, and they could be health related, but there's going to be some, you know, particular challenges that you're going to, together as a team, manage to get through. Which is why by the end of the month, you'll be feeling very confident and, you know, happy, let's say, with what you've managed to overcome during the month. Because money is going to be good. Yeah, and there won't be, I feel as if, any burdens that you're going to have this month you'll accomplish, like, a way to deal with them. You need to remember to stay in the moment, to be in the present. You know, it could be that you need to work on your partnership in March because of some glitches and, you know, stressful possible situations that you're going to have to deal with. It's going to shake your foundations a little bit. I feel it's to do with your home life. As I said, some of you might just be having a health scare. It could be reversed, it could be your partner is, and you're going to have to be super supportive, or they are going to have to be towards you. But you'll find creative solutions. So if your roles are going to have to change for a little bit of time, you're going to come up with creative solutions. If you're unpartnered, this traditional, I feel quite a stickler for tradition you're going to meet, may have certain expectations of you that you may not be used to doing, but you're prepared to adapt. Because you're going to be practical with respect to the things you do for each other in the month of March. You could also be beautifying your home, or your partner may well be seeing you as, you know, having this grace and this ability to make things, you know, your home, whatever you touch, make it more attractive, more beautiful. And if you're unpartnered, I feel as if you're going to meet somebody who's going to have this, you know, this is going to be drawn to you because they're going to see this sort of gracious and stylish person that you tend to be, Gemini, stylish and generous and practical, and they'll see this person that maybe you've forgotten about, this aspect of yourself. You know, it's kind of been laying a bit dormant, and that could, you know, that could, because the Tower doesn't have to be negative, that could sort of shake you up and make you feel, you know, more attractive than you have, and more appreciative of yourself as well. And be careful not to be distracted. The Two of Swords here, Three of Swords here. Be careful not to be too distracted, or take your partner for granted over the period of March, because I feel they're going to do a lot, be doing a lot for you as a kind of needs-must scenario. So make sure you show appreciation over the month. It could be vice versa, that you know, they could be needing to show appreciation towards you a little bit more. I feel you're going to be spending a little bit more time at home as well in March. Because as I said, some of you might be recovering from something and needing to be at home a bit more than usual. What other advice do we have for Gemini for March? For love. Maybe some forgiveness as well for each other here. You have Judgment at the centre here, and you may have to find yourself being a little bit more forgiving with your partner, if it's somebody new, somebody quite different. You know, make sure you allow yourself to see the bright side, look at the bright side. Don't allow yourself, if you're having a difficult month, don't get bogged down by well, some of you are dealing with Scorpio, but I feel as if you're having to look at everything with a bit of rose-coloured glasses this month, in March. You're going to have to put them on a bit. And recognise that we all have our quirks and foibles and shortcomings. All of us. You may have to be overlooking some of them and be true to yourself, be true to your partner, be who you are. And be open. And you'll feel a lot more free, I feel. What else for Gemini for March, for their love life? Advice. Make sure also any opportunities coming your way that you don't ignore them. This could be somebody new. This could be opportunities that will be open to both of you as well. And make sure you don't spend any time worrying this month. Get enough quiet time in as well, which I feel you're going to have to take whether you like it or not. You're going to experience some downtime as well, some talk time. It might be good as well if you spend some time with your partner talking about, you know, events of bygone years. Just to recap, you know, how far you've come, where you've come from, and if this is a new partnership, I feel as if it would be very good to discuss. It would be helpful for you to open up about your past, and vice versa. They could open up about, you know, their past and what they have been doing, where they've been, you know, like a bit of a biog, you know, give each other a bit of a biog, if you're new to each other, and if you're currently together, then it would be good, maybe look at old photographs, revisit maybe some places you visited, I don't feel that there'll be any travel, but there could be, yes, could be a good plan to review the past and present, to actually even, you know, have a headlight on the future, understand each other's purposes, definitely release judgments on yourself and others. And number 2 might be significant. Number 20 could be significant for you, but you know, definitely make sure you stay in a place where you release judgment of yourself, your partner, and anybody else who you know is relevant in the map of your life. Well, that's what I've got for you, Gemini. Like, share, subscribe. I hope you're feeling okay. And that March is a happy month for you. I'm sending you lots of love. Take care. Or you can look at my Instagram page as well, which is in the description box below. I have a couple of pages, my art house page, and then one is linked to my drawings and paintings, which are all available as prints if any of them catch your eye. So take care now. Bye bye.